Real Scene TV is brought to you by Top Shelf Productions.
Hello Indianapolis, it is Saturday night, and that means it is time for another episode of, you guessed it, Real Scene TV.
We're back on the couch in our studios at the 247 Sky Bar.
Valentine's Day is just around the corner, but for many of us, we're getting over the loss of the Super Bowl. That was sad. I mean, I know that we're all diehard Colts fans, but the Patriots to win is,
Deflategate hits Indy. Add insult to injury.
Yeah.
You pass instead of running the ball.
Run!
It was the worst way to end the Super Bowl.
It was terrible, awful, worst
opinion.
play ever. But speaking of worst play evers, Valentine's Day is also approaching.
Yes.
So this is a fair warning. If you have a significant other, get on it.
You've got less than a week, you guys, to get your ish together. If your girl's putting pressure, start that Google search.
Yeah. It is also, though, a great opportunity to show love and kindness to people. Danielle, what is the nicest thing you've ever done for someone on Valentine's Day?
You know, I'm one of those people, I'm one of those girls, it's like, Valentine's Day is nice, yeah, but I don't put a lot of pressure on my fiance on Valentine's Day. I think that you show your love all day, every day, be consistent. Just, I know you agree, I know you do.
I do agree.
But I think, you know, like, I always like handwritten cards because we oftentimes don't say a lot of the things that we, like the mushy, deep down stuff. And so, like a nice handwritten, thoughtful card. And then, you know, dinner, and then maybe some other activities later
Some
in the
alone
evening.
time.
Some alone time
is
later
really
in the night. What about you, John? You seem like a very romantic man at heart.
Well, thanks. Yeah, I have done a number of really nice things for Valentine's Day, but probably the nicest thing is I wrote hand note cards and went to an elderly folks home and handed out Valentine's Day cards.
Seriously, you guys. So if you are celebrating Valentine's, or if you're celebrating Single Awareness Day, i.e. Valentine's Day for people that are really hating the couples that they see in the restaurants, get out there, my Tinder swiping folks. Swipe that screen left or right and find you a Valentine's Day prospect.
A little Tinderella.
A little Tinderella. Real Scene TV has shown you some great places in Indy over the last few years. Make sure you take a look at our YouTube channel to see where you should go on February 14th.
Let's take a look at tonight's episode.
Here's what's coming up.
Talking with the Chef Joseph of Chef Joseph's.
I'm downtown at Craven Vapes where I'm checking out over 140 plus juices.
We're talking about Oscar night, February 22nd at Ruth Chris Steakhouse.
I'm excited to roll out our national campaign. It's going to be the Ambitious Walk Across America.
Just picked up another pair of my favorite pants, the Persevere leather in red. I've been wearing the blue to death.
I'm Kelly, sitting here with Radamez, and we're talking about the upcoming Grand Cypher.
All that plus, you get to hang out with me and Danielle on the couch for an entire half hour.
Lucky you. Real Scene TV starts now.
Closed captioning brought to you by Red Lion Grog House in Fountain Square. The best English food this side of the pond.
What comes to mind when you think of luxury? Is it comfort, soft, well-constructed fabrics, travel, versatility, time, freedom? Chicagoline Persevere, both a mantra and an acronym, encapsulates anything that the word luxury suggests.
We specialize in outerwear and footwear, but we also do luggage, we do accessories, basically everything for a person who has a life on the go. We call it travel wear. My husband Brandon actually designs all the clothing, and he didn't go to school for that or anything, so everything comes from real life experiences. The pieces are made with the end consumer in mind, so we want them to fit seamlessly into your wardrobe and also be functional. So for example, like our cycle jackets all have removable zip-off sleeves, so they can go from a jacket to a vest depending on what climate you're in. Or if you start in Chicago at the beginning of the day and you end up in Miami, you don't have to pack a separate jacket. We both are, you know, Midwestern. I'm from Indianapolis. My husband's from Detroit. I did my internship in Chicago. I think it's just one of those places when we talk about, you know, city life in the United States, New York, LA, and then Chicago. And for us, it was the perfect blend of big city and Midwestern values and friendliness. While we definitely create our line for everyday people like you and me who live busy lives, we've been fortunate, and God has definitely blessed us to be able to outfit some pretty influential people. Some of my favorites are Zendaya. We also have done, you know, Nicki Minaj, Chris Brown, Fabulous, Nelly, Adrian Bailon, and now we're seeing a lot more NFL and NBA stars like Kevin Durant and Earl Bennett. We specialize in using Napa leather, and specifically slaughter-free leather. And what that means is just basically we didn't purposely, these animals weren't intended for clothing. So they're the byproducts of food processors and other things like that, or they've died of natural causes. So what you'll see in a lot of our leathers is you might notice some scarring or what to, you know, someone might be considered imperfections, but what they really are showing you the quality of the garment. That this is an aged leather, so that way you're gonna get the softness that you would traditionally find in, say, like a lambskin, but you're gonna get the durability of a cowhide. And we do our manufacturing for our leather in India, which gives us access to that slaughter-free leather that I mentioned. So with that, it's kind of this worldly feel, this worldly brand, but bringing it right back home to the Midwest and giving you the traditional cuts that are gonna fit right into your wardrobe.
Persevere's attractive and sleek looks can be purchased online or at either of their Chicago or Brooklyn locations. Indianapolis restaurant Chef Joseph's at the Connoisseur Room is easily Indianapolis's most romantic supper club. A Real Scene TV favorite and full of sound flavors.
Chef Joseph, for who the restaurant is named, has trained all over the world. He takes great pride in every dish and food combination coming out of the kitchen.
Singapore, Hong Kong, London. I lived in Munich, Germany for 5 years.
Oh, I love Munich. What a beautiful place.
Dallas, Texas.
So you've then really been able to bring a very much an international flair then to your cooking.
Right.
And your creativity.
And have fun with it, you know, because after all, it's just fresh food on a plate. And if you just remember to keep it simple and have fun and don't take yourself too serious, it really goes a long way.
Tell me a little bit about the inspiration for this place.
When I travel, I like to look for places that have dinner and music and a cabaret feel, dinner, theater, supper club kind of thing.
I used to live in New York, so I'm very used to these type of establishments, which is why I think I come back to Chef Joseph's over and over, is because it has such a unique atmosphere that you're not going to find anywhere else in the city. Chef Joseph's boasts an impressive amount of regulars who dine in on a weekly basis. The friendly staff, flavorful food, and live entertainment keep them coming back for more.
Primarily it's the food. Chef understands, I think, what good kind of fresh seasonal ingredients can do to a menu, but he's also creative and does some really surprising stuff, and so that's always fun. The other thing I think is the bartenders and the service staff is fantastic. And they understand how to make a good cocktail.
You know, you can't find many places like this in Indianapolis, and it is really hard to find some place that has a romantic atmosphere anymore.
I thought it was fantastic. The flavors were very unique. We had this special tonight with the fresh salmon, and I think it's really nice that Indianapolis has a restaurant like this, because we're certainly putting ourselves on the map with a lot of the events we've held recently. And this is the kind of restaurant you need to really be a great city in the U.S.
I really love the ambiance. It reminds me of New York City, actually. The dark wood, the lovely bar. I've seen a lot of yummy martinis floating around, so it's enticing. We'll definitely be back.
I keep coming back because the people are just wonderful. They're so welcoming. It's always so friendly, and it's our place to come every week, so we just love it.
It's no surprise that you heard the word ambiance mentioned several times from customers. All you have to do is look around to know that Chef Joseph's is special. From the red carpet to the wood walls, to the jazz and piano music, the fully stocked bar, and a menu that changes every few weeks. You're gonna have a unique dining experience right here at Chef Joseph's.
Chef Joseph's has been booked for Valentine's Day for several weeks, but you can go to Indy A-List, most romantic restaurant, any day of the week except for Monday. Go in, stay a while, and enjoy music, dinner, and drinks.
Now, Chef Joseph's is a great option, but for those of us who maybe aren't going there, Danielle, what are some of your favorite meals or go-tos for your Valentine's Day dinner?
Oh my gosh. I mean, anytime you have, see, I'm like a raw seafood person, so you take me anywhere that has raw oysters or like fish, sea bass, something like that. I like a nice, healthy, but, you know, upscale romantic place. What about you?
Well, you're a good cook, too. I've seen some of the stuff that you can make.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
My man's lucky.
Yeah, he's a lucky guy. I'm just saying. I'm kind of similar. I like a lot of restaurants in Indy. We have a ton of great restaurants, but I honestly would like to make the dinner myself. So kind of a little bit of chef myself, like you. and make a nice little romantic dinner in.
So are you a pasta guy, a steak guy? I mean,
I
what
am
kind
all
of dinner?
over minus fish. I'll do anything but fish.
So we aren't a match.
No, not in that area. You can make the fish.
We're not compatible.
I'm all about the chickens,
I'd swipe
the
left on
asparagus.
Tinder
Yeah,
for
I'd be
John,
like,
that
no
guy or
fish,
fish eater.
no. I mean, props for that, but not for that. Moving on over.
Very nice. That sounds good. I bet you're a good cook too.
Thanks. Coming up, Shyla takes a tour of downtown's posh vape shop.
And Alexandra interviews Lisa Ray.
We catch up with our friend Radamez.
And announce the newest adventure on the horizon for Helping Hands for Freedom.
Don't go anywhere.
Equipment for RSTV provided in part by Roberts Everything Photo, Everything Imaging.
Among young smokers, vaping is in, tobacco is out. But instead of just providing a way to kick the tobacco habit, it's now a hobby. Smokers build their own machines, experiment with combining juice flavors, and compete in cloud competitions.
Welcome to Craven Vapes Indy Cloud Competition. We got a bracket system. You're going to be going one-on-one against each other, back-to-back, on this platform right here.
We actually had a cloud competition, so we basically just got a bunch of guys in a room to see who could blow the biggest cloud. We had a bunch of fun. We gave out a bunch of prizes for it.
Is this once a week that you do this, or once a month, the competitions?
We're gonna do them monthly. We're gonna have a new prizes and new rules every month.
So if you're a smoker trying to stop smoking, vaping would be the first step to try to quit smoking. How much nicotine is in a vape?
It varies. We offer levels from 0 to 36 milligrams. That's where I was at. I smoked 2 packs a day, and when I started vaping, I vaped 24 milligrams, and I've since worked it down to 1 milligram of nicotine.
Can you make your own flavor, or, you know, I know they can custom make things, is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely. If you come in and you want like a peach, pineapple, blueberry, and mango, or something crazy like that, we can make that for you on the spot. We have a lab in the back down here, and we have several hundred different flavorings to choose from when we choose the flavors for your juice. So you can come in and sit at our bar and look through our menu and sample any one of our 140 plus flavors. Or you can, if you know what you want, you can call in and order it ahead of time so it's ready for pickup when you get here. And all of this is just to customize the experience for each individual, because everybody's different and everybody's going to need something different to quit. And to quit smoking cigarettes, you have to find something you really enjoy.
And if you've not vaped before, vaping is almost like smoking hookah in a sense, is that?
One of the main differences with vaping and hookah and cigarettes is a common misconception with cigarettes is the most deadly thing about them is the chemicals and the carcinogens within them, and it's not. It's actually the carbon, because when you burn something, carbon comes in with that. So the carbon coats your lungs, and that's where the tar, and that's what really covers your lungs and prevents you from breathing. And hookah provides some tar too, because it's still a tobacco plant. It still has that tobacco in there. Vaping is water vapor. When you vape it, it instantly, like steam, it turns that liquid into a vape that's just water vapor and nicotine and some of the flavorings, and that's all you're getting from it, and there's no tar or hardly any carcinogens.
If you're a first-time vapor or you're trying to quit cigarettes and find a healthier option, the vaping kit, so do you have a starter kit? How would I go about even trying to start?
Well, we have a starter kit that's $29.99. It comes with a tank and a 900 milliamp hour battery. It'll last you roughly a day. It also comes with a charger and a 10 milliliter bottle of e-liquid, and that should last you around a week. We also sell all sorts of upgrades along those lines too. We have bigger batteries, bigger tanks that'll produce more vapor. They also will hold more e-liquid. And we also offer mechanical mods and rebuildable atomizers and rebuildable tanks. So we offer everything from the beginner vapor all the way to the advanced vapor. We have a punch card system here where you come in, you buy 10 bottles of e-liquid, you get a 10 milliliter bottle for free.
How late can we come in?
We're currently open from 12 to 8 Monday through Saturday, and Sunday we're open 12 to 6.
Downtown's newest and most posh vape shop is located right below our studios at the 247 Sky Bar. Stop in and let the staff create your own personal juice. Coming up, Alexander talks to Lisa Ray about watching the Academy Awards.
We catch up with David and Darren from Helping Hands for Freedom.
And Kelly chats with Radamez about his new project.
Last weekend, a lot of people got together and had viewing parties for the Super Bowl, but this is a bigger TV event. Yeah?
Yes, huge.
This is the Oscar night is going to be happening here in one of Indy's favorite steakhouse, Ruth Chris. Tell me about what's going to happen at this event.
Well, on February 22nd, it starts around 6 o'clock. The Oscars red carpet starts around 7. We've got our annual Oscars party. So this is our 6th year running, but it's our inaugural party in the new restaurant at Ruth Chris at the new Ironworks building.
So this is a new location. It's not the downtown. It's at 86 and Keystone.
It's at 86 and Keystone. We opened up last August, so we're about 6 months in. It's been a fantastic run.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, and this will be, we shut down the entire upstairs. And Lisa Ray and all our bartenders have put together a great night with a lot of fun and get to watch the Oscars and find all those new movies you don't know about.
What can we expect when we go? Is there going to be red carpet, cameras?
Yes, we will have photographers, so we will have the VIP photography, and then I give away nominees for the rest of the night. We do raffle tickets, door prizes. Everyone gets in an Oscar pool, so whoever has the most wins at the end, we'll grade those, of course, on Monday. Whoever has the most wins will receive the grand prize, which, have we discussed that?
No, we haven't really come up with that.
Last year was a 6.
It's a surprise.
Yeah.
It's a surprise.
Last year
it's
was
always been good, though.
Yeah,
That's
it's always
good.
great. It's always a great prize. So it's fun. We have fun the whole night.
And what time? You said 6 o'clock, and so that's including the red carpet. So, because I love to see the red carpet.
Yeah, you come in about 6. The red carpet starts at 7. I think the Oscars start at like 8. So check everybody out coming down the red carpet.
Yeah.
All the good stuff. Get a little bite to eat, and then
Talk about George Clooney and how hot he is.
Yeah, something like that. Cameron Diaz, maybe.
Maybe. Most importantly, I have to ask you, who's going to take the biggest prize home? Who's going to win Best Film of the Year?
That's the great thing, is you don't know what the movies are. A
No,
lot
I
of them.
wanna
A lot
know
of them
your
you don't
opinion.
know.
Who's gonna win?
I think, even though I like Bradley Cooper, that American Sniper.
That was good.
Was pretty
That's
good.
a very
So,
good movie.
You gotta hope he
See,
wins
I
one.
watch all of the award shows, so therefore I'm going to say that most likely it's going to be Birdman.
Really, yeah,
For the win.
yeah. But I really loved Boyhood. That took 12 years.
I think he's going to get the director.
Yeah, I mean, that's simply amazing to
I'll take care of the steaks. You guys take care of the movies.
That's true. So there will be. Is there going to be menu prices or drink specials?
We're gonna come up with some different menus. So we'll have a little special menu for that night for people up there, but the whole menu will be available. We'll do some different drink features and stuff like that throughout the restaurant for the night. So Ray comes up with all kinds of different stuff
Well, and
for
it's
this.
fun too because people ask about dress code.
Yeah.
I'll most likely be in a gown or something like that. And,
always, yeah.
And then someone will be in jeans and someone will be in red carpet. Women bring their boas. I mean, it's hysterical.
Should give out a prize for best dress.
We gave out a prize for best dress last year.
Yeah.
So it's really fun.
This sounds like a blast, and I'm not going to miss it. I'm going to see the new Ruth Chris. February 22nd is when the Oscars are.
Yes.
Yep. Get your reservations quick because it's filling
And
up
do I
fast.
go online to get those?
No, just give us a call at the restaurant. If you want to get on Dave and Ray's website, give them a little promo because they'll be there that night. Ray can take care of them for us.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for coming and letting us know what we can do for the Oscars because
really
the Super Bowl was sad, so let's make this fun, right?
Yeah, there's no deflating of anything in this one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.
Our good friends at Helping Hands for Freedom have a new adventure to share with you. Take a look at this call to arms from David Roth and Darren Fishburne.
Please join Helping Hands for Freedom in its epic walk across America. This man right here will walk over 3,000 miles from Atlantic City to San Francisco in support of our fallen military heroes. We need everything from shoe sponsors, clothing sponsors, food, etc. If your company would like to get involved, please stay tuned for the next few minutes and we will explain how.
Helping Hands for Freedom is dedicated to supporting military children and families facing injury, loss, and deployment. HHFF aims to improve children's lives through compassion, honor, mentorship, and leadership programs.
I'm excited to roll out our national campaign, the ambitious Walk Across America. We want to raise enough money to build a retreat home. This retreat home will be available to our men and women and their families that so bravely serve our country. These families have paid the ultimate sacrifice, some with their life, some with their limbs, some with PTSD, some with, when they come home, they don't know how to reacclimate themselves into the family unit. If you will be so kind to make a donation of any size, We have a naming right donation from $1 million all the way down to where you can just sponsor per mile. With your financial help, we can build this retreat home and get these families, these men and women, these people that paid the ultimate sacrifice, a place to go to become a family again.
There's always that personal touch of why you want to get involved with Helping Hands for Freedom. We need a place where we can get the families together to build on the family ties of communication. On April 28, 2016, I'll be leaving Atlantic City, New Jersey, and walking across the United States. I know there's going to be problems, there's going to be injuries, there's going to be pain, there's going to be bad weather, but the chaos I'm going to go through is minimal compared to what our military families have faced for generations. I'm going to walk across America to raise money, to build this retreat house. Freedom isn't free, and it's those military families that have paid the ultimate sacrifice. We want you to help as a company. I will tell you this, I'm a volunteer. I do not get paid for this position. And looking forward to the assistance and trying to get you infected with the passion that I have for our military families. We need your help in funding a retreat house for our military families. In doing so, we can help families 9 months out of the year. We look forward to participating with you, and I look forward to walking across the country. Thank you.
Helping Hands for Freedom has already begun to raise funds for the walk and to build the retreat house. Go to hh4f.org and find out how you can get involved.
Now this is a very interesting and very cool way that they're raising money.
Yes.
What kind of challenges do you think that he's going to face when he's doing this walk?
I can't even say. I just really hope he has like good Dr. Scholl's if you're doing
That's
that
what
much
I was
walking.
thinking. The moment he hits the Rockies, that's going to be a whole different story.
And I'm not sure if I'd have like a Camelback with water or whiskey. I'm not quite sure how I'd go about that one. Because if you're walking, that could get really boring. Oh, and have some great music on your phone.
Oh, this is perfect road trip music, but a different kind of road trip. Maybe some Forrest Gump.
Some motivational stuff.
Some Forrest Gump soundtrack,
something
you know
that gets
what
you
I'm
pumped, like, if I'm walking across
I keep
country.
doing this. I just felt like running.
Yeah, like Rocky theme song.
Absolutely.
Kick that off, I know.
Coming up, we talk to Radamez about his latest project.
We'll be right back.
Clothing for Real Scene TV, brought to you by Plato's Closet. Visit us on East 96th Street in Fishers.
I'm here with indie artist Radamez, who you may recognize from the 247 Music Lounge, or he's been with us a couple of times throughout the years. We're here talking about the Grand Cypher that's coming up.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that.
The Grand Cypher is just like kind of like a normal cypher, but we're trying to expand it more and make it more than just a cypher. I've got 6 artists that are going to be doing the cypher. They've already recorded their verses, and they're going to come out, and we're going to make it a different kind of unique environment and put the artists in there. And you know, we're going to do unique, different kind of camera angles and just you know, present it. You know, do something a little different than the average cypher.
So you have 6 artists.
Yeah.
Who are these artists?
I've got 2 guys that I'm really familiar with, Jason Bain, AS1. Those are 2 of my guys that I've worked with before. They're dope lyricists. I've got a guy named Gouda Gachi. I've got a guy named David Robinson, Will Stomp, and Black Eddie. Those are artists. Out of that group, I've hand-selected, you know, most of them, and some of them were requested to me, you know. So take those 6 guys, I'm gonna just put them in the fire, you know what I mean, and they're gonna showcase their skills.
Normally in the cypher you have free flowing or you have a theme.
Yeah.
Is that how that's going to work?
Well, I kind of gave these guys the option of how they want to do it. You know, I asked them if they wanted it theme based, and they kind of said they just want to go. You know, and go just means just flowing. You know, bar for bar. You know, they got 32 bars to just kind of express themselves lyrically. So, you know, we're gonna put them in this circle. Like I said, I'm gonna have a bonfire in the middle. It's just gonna be kind of like a dope setting, and I want the camera angles kind of cool. You know, so that's kind of how we're gonna do that.
Okay, and so the artists, they've done some in-studio recording, I've heard.
Yes.
How's that been going?
That's been good. They go to the studio and they just put their 32 bars down, and it's kind of gonna be like a music video. You know, they're gonna rap to their lyrics, you know, that are pre-recorded. And we're gonna have we've got DJ Top Speed, who's gonna be a part of that. He's gonna be the DJ, and we're just gonna make something new. You know, try to make a little history, something a little different.
how can people participate if they wanted to?
I would say right now I'm kind of hand selecting people for certain kinds of ciphers. You know, I want to make a different kind of theme base, like I said. So, I mean, but people can, you know, contact me through social media, Rodimus29, teamtriumph08@gmail.com. So they can email me, they can hit me up on social media, and like I said, right now the next probably 2 or 3 ciphers, I'll be hand-picking artists. So, you know, I would say people still stay tuned and, you know, check in, let me know if you want to be a part of it, and for future, definitely want to put, you know, as much as we can.
Well, thank you for coming in to talk to us, Rodimus.
Thank you for having me.
And for more information on the upcoming ciphers, contact Rodimus at the email below.
Thank you for watching Indianapolis. We had a great time hanging out with you on the couch in our studios at the 247 Sky Bar.
We will be back with a new episode telling you what you should be doing, where you should be going, and how to get involved in Indianapolis.
Good night. Oh, you gotta set that over.
Oh my gosh, high maintenance. So high maintenance.
I was itching my neck. So are we sizzling again? Sizzle. Oh, the sizzle's back. We're bringing that
the sizzle back.
We're bringing that sizzle back.
I'm bringing sizzle back. Yeah. I'll give you a topic. Duran is not a Duran, nor a Duran.
These impressions are the best. Speed this process up. There's food over there.
All right.
I'm really distracted by this giant amount of jalapenos.
Real Scene TV is brought to you by Top Shelf Productions.